Hello.
Welcome to Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Hump Day.
God, I wish I could get Strahan to come on and do like a guest appearance of It's Hump Day.
Does he do that?
He used to, back when he first started GMA.
Oh.
He always did. Yeah.
When he was like super awkward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was cool.
Who are you texting? Don't you know we're live on the internet?
Yes.
Do you mind?
What? I'm working.
Hi, everybody. Hello to Tim Pence. Thank you for joining
working.
us.
I wasn't working.
Who were you talking to?
Kurt Seeger. About going to Leicester's on Saturday.
Bill Smith says, I want to thank you for having the Mugen Challenge. I had a blast. Thank you for coming, Bill.
Wow. Bill, I want to thank you for staying all weekend for only the second time ever. That was pretty cool.
He lasted longer than the race did.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yes, we are back and trying to
Hi,
recover from Mugen Challenge weekend. Hello to Danny. There's Brett. Hey, guys.
I'm
Thank
recovered.
you so much.
I got a nap today.
For an awesome weekend. No, the fact that you had a nap today just tells me you are not recovered.
I am now.
Maybe now, yeah.
I am now. I never nap, just so you know.
Hi, Kurt
Never.
Sieber. Listen, you can't blow him up everywhere. You can't be on his text message on the, come on. It's Hump Day time.
You can try, Kurt, but I only have enough focus for one direction.
And I know which one you're going to focus on. Hello to YouTube. There's no one there. I mean, there are
Shocking.
people there, but they're not saying hello. We had a fun day today.
Oh, hey, Nick.
Oh, Nick says, congratulations on a successful weekend. It was a very successful weekend. We're feeling very blessed from the weekend. You
Record.
forgot about Hump Day? How dare you? You're not allowed to do that. I did too. I really,
No, you didn't.
well, the shop was closed.
You don't forget about it. You just...
Don't want to.
When I remind you, you're like, oh,
we-
yeah, we got to do Hump Day.
I was like, yeah, do we have to? But
Yeah.
I'm bells on. Bells on. Here with bells on. Can you tell?
Listen, you only get to drink live on the internet 1 week or 1 day a week.
1 week a year.
1 week a
You're at
day.
the beach again, Kurt. Are you ever working? I mean, geez, Louise.
Holy cow.
Hi, John. Forgot. I didn't realize it was Wednesday.
Oh,
Aw.
yeah.
Hey, thanks for the awesome weekend. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. Honestly, I mean, like, everyone that keeps saying thanks for an awesome
thought it
weekend,
was Tuesday.
or all these, like, wonderful comments we're getting, I love them. But I just, like, thank you guys for an awesome weekend.
Yeah.
Like, you guys made the weekend. We had an awesome crew of people. Everyone was so grateful and so happy and just a really great mindset and a great vibe. I
missed the guy with the mini Z-Track this year.
Oh, yeah. Was that last year?
It was 2020.
2020.
It was COVID year.
That
yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, the year that set the record that we broke.
Yeah,
This
so
weekend.
if you don't know,
Yeah.
Mugen Challenge was record breaking for us. We've hit 489 entries for the first time in the history of LCRC. I had a Facebook memory pop up over the weekend. I didn't get a chance to show you. I don't remember what year it was, but I, in the Facebook post, was talking about our record breaking weekend, which was 235.
Yeah.
And we were ecstatic. And I love when those memories pop up. It's such a reminder, like, none of this is happening overnight. Everything has taken years and years to develop.
So, the record-breaking deal, and like we were so close to 500, and some of my friends that really don't even race anymore, that pay attention to us online. My buddy Little Lou from Jersey texted me a couple days ago and wanted to know about the entry count, and I told him it was 489. He's like, "Oh man, you were so close to that 500 you always wanted." And listen, yes, I've always wanted 500, but what I can tell you about how proud we are of the 489 is that that's not inflated. That's not, hey, we signed our buddies up for some extra classes that didn't race. Like,
Yeah.
that is a legit 489. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good.
And it is good. I mean, listen, I love a good benchmark, right? To like gauge your success or your growth.
Yeah.
So, being able to hit a number that you never even imagined would be possible of like that 500 number, that's really cool. But, like hitting the 489 is that same benchmark for us, because anything bigger than what we did before still feels impossible until you do it. And I guess that would be my message to people. Like, it's only impossible until you've done it. So
I'm actually, I have two ways to look at it. I look at it from, I'm a racer, and how would I feel if I went to a race like this? And then I look at it from the managerial, administrative side, like, because listen, our family makes a living doing this, so it's very important to us, and not just generating the revenue to keep the store stocked full of all the things you guys like, or keep the track up and be able to afford a skid of soap for one weekend. Like, there's a lot of things that play into it, and Mama's got a new barn, or a new old barn, if you just haven't heard.
an old barn.
We want to live a little too, and to be able to do all of it, we need certain things. We need to be successful at least once or twice a year and have these bigger races.
Yeah.
As a racer, I mean, I always like 3 rounds personally.
Of course.
I never seem to get it when I go many places, but on the flip side, because I do have the administrative background from running these races, I completely understand. So it's a double-edged sword for me, but in the end, what I enjoy being at that 450 to 500, not hitting the 500 actually. I enjoy not hitting the 500 because we've made a deal amongst ourselves that when we hit 500 entries for the first time, a lot of things are going to change for us for that event.
Mostly
it's going to go to pre-entry.
Yeah.
There's going to be an entry cap, and all these things change. And I don't know how well y'all like me or not, but I'm not real big on change. I kind of like to keep things the same.
And if we're like 501, I don't think you're talking me into changing anything. Like, we're going to have to be like 510.
No.
I know.
We made a deal. If it hits 500,
you made the deal.
That's the deal.
I like Brett's comment. He said you did 489 in probably the toughest time to do it with the way that the economy is right now. And honestly, this is what is hardest about doing this for a living. Like, having this be our livelihood is all of a sudden the economy started to look really rough, and basically all year listen, we're so grateful for the sales that we have. So please, this is not us naysaying or complaining or anything, but it's definitely down to what we had projected at the start of the year of what we would be able to do. So there was a bit of anxiety that Mugen could flop for the first time since I've been here.
Flop's not really the right word.
Well, listen, I'm the money gal in this business, and I was worried it would flop. The economy's rough, but it makes me that much more grateful that people were willing to spend their hard-earned money here right now.
But here's what upsets me, and this is where I was sick on Sunday when we had to make the weather call, is that people save their money all year long to come, to come to this one big race.
Totally.
Maybe some of them go to a couple big races, but nevertheless, people, like you just said, the State of the Union and
their
all
vacations.
everything.
This was their vacation.
Yeah.
But
it's awful.
But did you talk to anyone that was mad that we canceled on Sunday?
No, but
I didn't talk to anyone that was mad that we canceled on Sunday. Number one, we didn't have a choice.
I understand that.
Number two, they had a great time.
Yeah.
I literally don't think I talked to anyone that didn't have a great time. I was trying to think if I had talked to any disgruntled people. I mean, there were a few things that had happened that a few people were, but it was not like upset about the weekend.
No. The Cody did a great job on the layout. That was a home run. Everybody was over the moon about that. So
Jason Mechanic is 100% right. He said 500 would have been possible by just adding Chicky, Willard, and Curry. Yeah, no pressure, guys, but you ruined it for us.
That's funny.
Hi, P-Word. Thank you for coming this weekend.
Yeah,
Hello to Steve. Congratulations. He's expecting a new addition. David Harvey says, I got home early and I wasn't mad about it.
Yeah.
So we get that. Tim Robinson. Hey, it was an awesome weekend. Looking forward to next year. We are looking forward to having you back and bringing Buddy with you, too.
Where's Jimmy at? Anyway.
Zach Wright says it was his first time at Mugood Challenge, and we 100% made the right call. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to write that in the comments. I appreciate it. And P-word says layout is money. I am like trying to talk Kevin into keeping at least part of the layout.
No, you can't. You
for
can't.
East Coast Race Cancer.
Tell her. Would everybody please tell her? You can't.
Jamie Groff said, I had a blast. I'm ready for the cancer race now. Come on, guys. What do you think? Whose team are you on here? I think we should keep... Now, listen, I'm okay if he wants to, like, redo part of the track, but you guys hardly got any track time on this layout. Shouldn't we keep part of it?
Honey, I made 15 total laps with the pipe on.
Dan says it was nice getting home at 2. Hey, I agree. James Doherty said he had a blast. Thanks, James, and happy birthday to you over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas Kaufman, hi Thomas, said keep it. It didn't get its due yet. I agree. Oh, Mike Green, keep the layout. Cody says we'll figure it out. Cody, that's as long as you mean you figure out how to keep the layout. Leave the whoops.
Wow.
Oh,
keep it. Come on.
You guys are so good. Wait, you gotta slow down. Zach says it can't be a unique layout if it uses the same parts. Oh, so Zach's kind of voting your way.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Zach. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. P-word says vote to keep. Tim says keep it. Nick says, listen, it's simple. When you are facility owners and you have a passion and desire to go above and beyond what 99% of the other tracks in the country do, your numbers and entries will flourish. The biggest difference between you guys and a majority is that you genuinely care about the product you're putting out and honestly care about the people. Yeah. Nick, you know, I'm glad you said that. I had a conversation with somebody this weekend where I was talking about like wanted to know how soon they receive their packages. They were signing up. I recognized their name. I said, "Oh, I noticed that you've been ordering online. Do you notice a difference when I send it mail versus UPS? Because I want to make sure you know what's fastest to you and whatever." And he said, "Like I can't, you know, like you guys seem to really care about the people." I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty much the goal. We're trying to really care about the people." Oh,
listen, I still answer the phone when I see Bill Smith's number come up. So yeah, we obviously
care about all
the
people. Brian says keep it. Tim says keep it. Bill says you can't keep it. Dan says keep it. Steve says keep it. Leave Harvey's whoops. They were dialed. Ooh, nice. Mild refresh. Remove all anthills. Tom, there is never a time Kevin will remove all the anthills.
Listen, Tom, I'll take them out from where they are and put them in somewhere else.
Mike says that's settled. We're keeping it. Duffy says I didn't even get to race on it. Let's keep it. Okay, so here's now the second part of it. All of you that said keep it are basically pre-registered for a cancer race. So you're coming. You don't have a choice now. Dennis Colley said great event. Thank you. And he said keep it too. Add the Gavin Vucina fire jump and then keep it. So we need a loop-de-loop, a fire jump, and then keep the rest. Cheers.
I mean, listen, I have to work humping dirt for 10 days. Part of me is like, well, hell yeah, let's keep it. But no.
We can tear off the pipe on this side and down at the bottom, make a couple changes.
Listen,
like
if the pipe's coming out, the pipe's coming off. And the thing's getting changed.
Alex says to keep it. Michael Toombs says, hi. Hi, Michael Toombs. We need Daytona back. I gotta tell you what. That 8-scale oval race got some of my off-road guys fired up about oval racing. They all want to build 8-scale.
Yeah, but listen, that happens every year. You just forget.
Oh.
Every year they do that.
It was so cool. Yeah. Did you guys know that John Good, do you guys know John Good? He does is it Goody Race Products? Is that the name of his business?
Well, his last name's spelled Goode, and I used to call him Goody on the mic, and of course it's not. It's Good, and they always made fun of me behind my back, and no one would ever tell me, and I even tried to call them out last weekend, and they still wouldn't admit to it.
Anyway, I think it's Goody Race Products.
He does 3D printed stuff.
It's kind of embarrassing if I don't know that for sure because he was awesome. He actually threw up some prizes for our Mugen Challenge, so we really appreciate that to John. But John did a little reel, which is on Instagram for those of you who are not super savvy, and after that oval race, that was the 8-scale that basically the battle was between Drake.
Goods Gear.
Oh, yeah. Goods Gear. Thank you. Goods Gear. It was between Drake and Cowboy, and they were like. Back and forth and blah, blah, blah. Put a reel up 1 hour later, he had already hit 95,000 views.
Yeah, not 9,500.
95,000. He showed me his phone. It's just like all these things, like so and so liked it, so and so liked it, so and so shared it, so and so. It was insane.
Yeah.
He said I had to shut my phone off. It was like blowing up, literally. So, thanks guys. Thanks for clearing me out on that.
Yeah.
Sorry for saying the wrong name, John. Mike Gibson, hello, buddy. Yeah, so anyway, Oval was fun.
Cody, looks like we just freed up 10 days, buddy.
They want. Hey, we always do what the people want. We do. We do what the people want.
We have to consult Siegel about that.
Okay, we'll consult Siegel about that.
I'm sorry. We always promise a new layout for the cancer race.
If this one got Sunday's racing on it, I would not even entertain it. But 2 rounds on Saturday. They waited in line for so long on Friday. They need more time. They're invested in this layout.
It rained hard enough Sunday. We have to go fix it before we can use it.
Well, we can do
again.
that. Oh, Cody Senior says, woohoo! JK, it's coming out.
You know. Cody.
Oh,
I know.
man. Anyway.
She doesn't know.
Speaking of the layout going in, coming out, whatever, did you guys see on Instagram? It wouldn't let me share it to Facebook today, but on Instagram today, I posted a video, a reel, of like the build process to completion. It was kind of cool. It was just like a quick little video, but I thought it turned out good.
I didn't see any of the 15 to 20 plus hours I spent breaking up all the big chunks of hard dirt, and Cody and I putting 12,000 gallons of water in it.
It's abbreviated.
Mm-hmm.
It's an abbreviated video.
She only showed the fun part.
Oh, Peter says maybe we could do a Facebook poll about keeping the layout or getting rid of the layout. Good idea, Peter. We don't like polls, but
I'm not a big put it up to vote kind of guy.
but I am. I would put everything up to vote. I would like. You guys ever see that where you let somebody control your day by like voting on the?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, fine.
So Tim, funny you mentioned that. Actually, I know why you're mentioning that, because you were here when we were having the round table about it the night afterwards. And yes, we are talking about Central Pennsylvania local sprint car people, Tuscarora 50, and then they have the night before the 50, or like Prelude to the Dream, or night before the race, whatever. So we're gonna try and come up with a catchy name for the Mugen Challenge 100 lap final on Friday night, right? That same program, but then we're considering having the night before program on Thursday night, just to appease my friend Mr. Drake, because he's addicted to 8 scale nitro late model.
I decided I like that idea, but if we do it on Thursday, let's add time trials. Like 1 car at a time, like the car goes out and it's running, then that one goes off, the next one goes out. Do some time trials. You only get like 3 laps, and that's how you qualify into it.
Okay,
I like it.
okay,
I like
okay.
it.
No, listen,
Here's why. The practice thing that you do, I was the videographer for that.
Mhm.
So I'm out there. I can't even look at the score. I can't see who's winning.
But that's part of the appeal.
It's not appealing for those watching at home, which was a lot. There was a lot of people like from home trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Already oval, they can't hear you're announcing, so I'm not getting there. So if it was one at a time and they could see the little scoreboard, like, oops, so-and-so's here. Oop, now they're here. Blah, blah, blah. That'd be more exciting.
How's it go?
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. As long as you make that sound when they
Of course
change
I will.
position.
Josh Sargent said my reel was awesome.
Suck up.
Thank you.
But yes, I'm into discussing some form of cutesy little something.
Well, that would be a good way of testing it if we did like a Thursday and then a Friday. Then we could pick what we like better.
That's fine, but Friday, that program's concrete for 2023. We can mess with.
Concrete.
Oh no, it's concrete.
We'll discuss this not on air.
She's got her chisel and hammer out
Thomas
already.
says Super Bowl.
Maybe.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe. Listen, I think there's probably actually great ideas out there we haven't even thought of yet.
True.
But
But mostly time
my
trials.
gig with Friday night is that we only have 45 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
We can't jack around. So maybe it's the night before, maybe the TQ or the top 3 from that are locked in. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll figure something out to.
There's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody wants to know, will you guys ever restock the low C Baja Ray?
Nope.
No, it's not a stocking item for us. And this goes for anything, anywhere. If you want us to order something special for you, we would be happy to special order something in. We do it all the time, and we're glad to do it for you. But we're limited on space. We focus on the products for the racers. Our hobby shop is very specific to
Thanks, Russ.
those who are coming and racing on our track. So I'm sorry, but probably not.
Hi, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne. Oh, and Nick can give us some suggestions. That's great. We would love to hear your suggestions.
Yeah,
That's a
for
great
sure.
idea. So Thursday, anybody in the comments that was here for the clinic? Because the Mugen Challenge kicked off with Drake, and every year I talk to people about all the positive reviews, but honestly, they want to hear from you. So if you attended the Drake Clinic and you have some feedback you could offer, now would be a great time to throw it in the comments for the people that are attending in the future, so they know.
Couple things in my mind from the Drake Clinic, because obviously I've been here for all of them. I've watched them all. I haven't got to really be super involved in all of them over the years, but like I've always been mildly present, at least for the beginning of the track walk, and I try to be present. Well, I'm always present at lunchtime because, well, it's an excuse to eat pizza and
we're hungry.
Whatever. But
just real quick, if they don't know, the clinic is Adam Drake, who is a professional off-road RC racer, actually comes early to the event, and he teaches a clinic that we only allow 20 people and their mechanics into, and he takes them through a whole thing that you can now tell us about.
Yeah, so we open it up in the morning. The pit's open, which means out here in the cool kids corner, everybody gets to congregate right there pretty close. And Adam is there, and we go out for a track walk at 8 in the morning, and he explains the line, the track, the conditions, guys should have just jumped this way, that, it's the thing Cody and I talk about the week before when we're building the track. Hey, listen, Drake's going to come out and critique the crap out of our work here, so we got to make sure we're all lined up and good to go. But this year, it was amazing. I remember it as vivid as yesterday, standing on the driver's stand, looking down at the group, and it's 50% younger people. I don't by any means want to call them little kids, because they're not. They're
young people.
Oh man, and a bunch of them were in our summer camps, and have been racing with us. Obviously, majority of the younger ones are from Turn 2, but not all of them.
Yeah.
There was the McNerney kid was in with his dad, which was amazing. I've actually raced with Kevin for, he's been a decade or more, and to see him bring his son and do that. Pardon me, I can't think of any other names, but I know there was a handful of other ones that they're not from town. Right. They're not Turn 2 crew.
Well,
but to see all the young ones, was pretty cool.
I had a bit of a teary moment in the midst of it, because so on our larger events, my busiest day is on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Kendall and I was so blessed because Kendall was able to come early to this one. She's not in school yet. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we are the busiest we are. So I never really get to see anything that's happening outside. I didn't even really know who was signed up for it. I mean, in fairness, I just have a lot of things I'm trying to juggle at that time. Pat Risser came in, and he was like, you guys really got something special going on.
Stratton, the 1RC Madness kid.
Yeah.
Because his dad signed up for it, and I mean, I don't think much of it. I don't know who has.
It's not until you see him, you don't.
Well, yeah. He signed up, but he brought his kid.
But so Pat Risser comes in, and he was like, "You have such a group of young people here that are not only they're into it. The next generation of pro RC racers, they were here this weekend.
Yeah.
And it is so cool. You know, like I have such a special connection with Joe because of like Joe first started in RC racing here. Joe Bornhorst.
Yeah.
So like that gave me a like warm, fuzzy, tear to my eye moment because I'm like, you know, we're going to help the next generation become, you know, professional.
Harvey says he never walked the track before.
I know he's hysterical.
Oh, David.
So back to Oval for just a second because Jeff Zisney said, need a second computer running with an announcer yelling quick time, just like sprint car races. Time trials mic'd up in. I like it. For when I'm doing the video, like new quick time, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
All right.
Robin says, Randy has done it 2 years, came out with so much knowledge both years. That's awesome. Josh said it was his first clinic. I thought it was really inclusive and helpful. I think a little more time, morning time, AM track time before lunch. But honestly, it's a tiny thought. The facility, the special pits, it was all really great.
No, you're exactly right. So this is the next point that I was going to make. So in the past, it's been, I don't want to say the majority nitro to electric, but it's at least been 50-50 or more. And we always had this trouble when you go out for that first little practice, then we have all these things to fix, the nitro cars to tune, and the fuel line to replace, and the brakes don't work, and the linkage needs set up. And it took a lot of time to square the cars up to go back out for a successful run after lunch, hence that break. We've always had that. I completely 100% agree with you. We definitely should have ran a second little quickie round there in the morning before lunch, and I even said that day. That was a fail on my part.
Hey, but you know what? That's one of the things about us.
Yeah, no,
if there's something that can be improved upon, we want to know it because we want to improve upon it. Steven Sachek said that all the pros were great. Asked questions and they were all more than happy to help. I try to tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, these guys, they're sponsored, like part of what they are sponsored for is to help you. If you're running their products, ask them questions about it. They want to help you. And if they don't, then they're not very good at their jobs.
Yeah.
And it's honest God truth.
Adams.
Oh, he's just next level
He's
about
king.
it, though. Yeah, seriously, he is. Matt Adams says, I'm hoping to sign Junior up next year. I hope you do.
You'd like it.
You guys,
Matt,
get a lot out of
you
it.
would actually enjoy being the pit dad for it, too. You'd get some stuff out of it. It's
David
pretty cool.
Harvey said, I'm not even joking, that he has not done a track walk. He's not walked a track. And, you know, that's something that we used to do in motocross that I don't think necessarily does translate to RC. Not everyone does walk the track and take a look at, you know, there firsthand and look for things. And that was something that, you know, Adam kind of is teaching you what to look for. It's a big deal. Bill says, I signed up and I signed my son up as well, and Adam was nice enough to look over his car and made it that much better for my son. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Joe said, great weekend, guys. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, the rain decided for us, but we had a blast. I'm so glad you had a good time. Tina says, there's Zach Luke. You can just yell quick time.
Listen, quick time. Yeah, that only gets you so far there.
Matt says, hey guys. Hello, Matt. Josh says, it totally makes sense. Understandable logic. Thank you very much. Yeah, so it was a great weekend. The disgust on Kevin's face about the track walk is hysterical. I don't always get to see the disgust on Kevin's face.
Yeah, you guys don't understand. She blocks, not on the screen, but the comment window blocks half of me. Yeah.
There, I'll try to get you back. Tim says, wow, Kevin, that is a great layout. Learning every time I go LCRC. But again, I'm repeating myself. What you guys have there is great. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys taking the time, whether it's on your Facebook posts or, you know, to us, to share that, like, you know, listen, bad news travels way faster than good news. So I really appreciate when you guys have positive things and you put it on the internet. That's a big deal. It's a really big deal.
Yeah, no, for sure. I actually have read more race reports in the last 2 days than I have in the last year.
Hate race reports.
And Harvey, I still can't believe you never did a track walk before. You got to be kidding me. From now on, when you come.
Oh no, he says wait till you find out he didn't clean any of his tires all weekend either. Hey.
Fired.
David, don't get him all fired up before I have to live with him.
Come on. No. That's not.
Okay.
You obviously don't pay attention to the agitated.
The what? The what again?
AMP.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
We'll talk about that
So
later.
let's change the subject to the Friday night pit party. Out of hand, okay.
Which part was out of hand?
We had 32 cornhole teams sign
You mean
up.
the part when you bailed on me and left me running the computer
sorry,
at
guys.
11:30
when
at
I
night?
tell you that, my alarm is going off on my phone right now to tell me, prepare for bed. It's time to start winding down. Have your chamomile tea. Take a little warm bath with some bubbles in it. That is true because right now,
all of it except the chamomile tea part.
yeah, I lied about that part.
Yeah.
But this is my wind down time. 9:00 bed. When I was doing sign up, I had advertised double elimination, which, if you guys know anything about us, we stick to what we advertise. When the 30...
I want to make note that on the advertisement, nowhere did it say that Christa Jean would run the scoring for the entire time.
So when the 32nd team signed up, and then luckily I had started things or whatever, it had popped up, my free software I was using to run the cornhole tournament, I could only have 32. You can't have any more than that. I was like, oh crap. So anyway, I only made it till about 11:30, and I was like, honey, if you want me to be friendly to customers tomorrow, I gotta go to bed. And he finished it out. He may have paid off 2 teams to finish early.
At midnight. Of course, the Hiles are in the final. Yeah.
The 2
Both of them.
Hiles that we auctioned
On 2 separate
off.
teams.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
So the auction for the Hiles for the cancer race should go for way more money because they're they're pretty legit guaranteed
Winners.
ringers
It was
here.
ridiculous. Yeah. So
anyway, you were in bed. Can I tell the story? Because I was there.
I was just going to tell a little bit more of my story, but it's fine. You do all the talking.
So midnight, the final game starts. Championship game between the 2 Hiles.
Bum, bum, bum.
And their teammates, guys that Todd Willow and Brian Staley, right? So they start playing, and they're playing, and it's cancel. And they're like 15, 20 minutes in, and it's like 5-9. And their wives, the Hile wives, are to my left. The games are going on to my right. And I'm like, they can see me falling asleep at the computer. And of course, they're antsy to go home, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I wonder if I offer them all 4 free entries to the cancer race, if they'll just quit. They're like, oh, ask them. So I'm like, hey, I'll give each one of you 1 free entry to the cancer race if you just call it a draw and everybody quits. And they, yeah, we're in.
And mind you, that's a real donation from LCRC because
I got to pay for the entries.
We have to pay for the entries for the Race Against Cancer. We're glad to do it.
This cost me $200.
Yeah, glad to do it. It's going to a good cause. By the way, if you don't know, our next race, the Race Against Cancer, all the money, all proceeds go towards the American Cancer Society. Has a special place in our heart, so we'll talk more about that a little later. I wanted to mention, Jason said he finally ate the tacos, and they were awesome.
Jason.
Yeah, we had the taco truck here,
yeah,
and Gabby's pop-up was here, and the food was off the hook. If you didn't stay for the food, and then Jakey was here doing the DJ job. He did.
Speaking of which,
fantastic
Jake, if you're
job.
watching, sorry, you called on Monday. I was on no phone call day, so, and I meant to call you back, but I didn't.
We're not good at that.
I'm a bad friend. Sorry, Jake.
Yeah, we're not.
If you call me right now, I mean, she'll hit me, but I'll answer.
Matt was just chiming in about the clinic. He said, I signed Clinton up a couple years ago. Adam is great with doing the clinic. He teaches a lot, and since then, we always do the track walk. It's definitely a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah. Tim's laughing about when I bailed. I couldn't take it anymore. I was going to bed. Hey, Kyle. Kyle said, thanks for having an amazing race, worth the long drive. Thank you for saying so. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Brian says we're a trip. I don't know. I guess we're funny.
Well, you did. Skip Robin.
I was going back to it right now.
No.
Robin says, I'm still trying to catch up on my sleep from the cornhole tournament. I know, it's so late.
Why are you blacklisted from cornhole? What did you do? I didn't hear this.
I don't think he really is. Hi, Rob Schaefer. Where have you been? You better be here at Cancer, or you'll be blacklisted from cornhole.
Ooh.
Oh, Bill said that the food was great. It was really good. It is. Leo is a longtime customer of ours. He was an ATV customer of ours when I first started, really. And he has Leo's the one with the taco truck. He just has a special place in my heart. And when he started this truck, it started with the mini donuts. And he came and said about like, hey, I think I can throw up my little food truck I'm doing on the side. He still works a full-time job. And it's him and his family inside that truck, which is just, it's so special to us because it's us and our family. And he's in there slinging donuts, and he was so proud of us for what we had built, and we're so proud of him for what he has built. So it's a special thing. It really is. Hi, Rob. Some emoji.
Oh, you guys are in trouble. We have to talk.
Oh, jeez.
Tell Dawson I'll call him tomorrow.
Let's see if
Wait, whoa. What's that?
Nothing.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, Kyle says I'm not sure if I can attend the cancer race, but I'd love to enter the raffle if possible.
Oh.
I don't know how that works, Kyle. We're gonna have a phone call with Scott Siegel soon, and make some different plans. Or make some different plans isn't the right way to say it. We're going to discuss how we do this. It's the 20th.
Yeah.
It's
I think so. It's the 20th annual cancer race. Yeah.
Annual
Or
race
RAC.
against cancer, and so we just want to, make sure it's good. Okay.
Yeah. So, Bill, I don't know if you were in the shop when we were talking, and the joke was made about him carrying the flathead all the time, and he pulls it out of his pocket, and I'm like, it's legit in his pocket all the time. Like Rhonda gets mildly upset with him when it goes through the washer and pokes a hole through her good clothes or something. The jokes. There was a lot of jokes about that.
Brett says the blacklisted joke is that the Hiles are blacklisted from cornhole because at this point it's just sad on everyone else's part. I agree.
All right.
Bill Byrne said just a note on Adam Drake. He carried. Oh, sorry, you got that. Sorry. Matt Krieger says they make amazing food and the donuts are a must try. They really are. They are amazing. We had an amazing weekend. It was our first time there, and we were very impressed. Kyle Baker talked us into going. Of course he did. To the cancer race, so we will see you then. I can't wait. Thank you. I'm looking forward to having you back. We did some raffles here this weekend that went really well, and I sold tickets over the weekend, so that's why I was saying to Kyle, we sold tickets over the phone. I'm kind of rushing through what I'm saying, but I sold tickets to people that weren't here over the phone.
Well, I really like the way you girls did the raffle tickets this weekend, because taking the names and phone numbers and not having to be present to win.
But yet they still got to know what they were putting in for. For example, can you hand me one of those tickets and then I can show?
I can.
So these are Chinese auction tickets, okay? We've talked about them in the past, but like each of these are little individual tickets. So when somebody would call over the phone and let's say they wanted to put in for the buggy, then they would get all 22 of these tickets in the buggy thing for the $10 ticket. So I feel like we could probably do something like that over the phone to be able to take additional income in for that. So we just really want to make a big showing of this 20th anniversary of Race Against Cancer. I've heard rumors that Scott may be retiring. This might possibly be the last one. So I would just really like to encourage all of you racers to come out and show your support for this, even if you're kind of on the fence. If there was one time you would come out and do one, even if you were thinking about getting out of it, this might be the one.
Yeah, I will tell you, he's mentioned over the last couple of years that, I think this is going to be the last one, and then by Saturday I get a couple extra cold ones in them, and I'm like, so you doing this again next year? And he's like, oh, yeah, one more year.
One more year.
But we've built up to this 20th anniversary gig, and
speaking of which, if you want to start supporting the cancer race ahead of time, the t-shirts are on pre-sale. Again, that's something you can. It's nice with the pre-sale deal, which those t-shirts are on LCRCraceway.com, so you can pre-order your shirt. That way, there is no out-of-pocket cost for him. He knows who wants shirts, and you can order them on there. So if you go on to the website LCRCraceway.com and just search RAC, they'll pop up. So, Kyle says the raffle tickets were awesome, hands down the best. Thank you. I heard so many positive things about doing it that way. People liked it better than 50-50. They liked it better than other raffles that we've done in the past. I'm glad people are happy about it. John Snyder says racing at this facility, off-road or oval, spoils you for every place else. Second to none. Thanks, John. Thank you. Are you going to talk to them or are you going to talk to us, honey?
I'm checking on other people. So yes, cancer race. Yeah, it's around the corner already.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
I was feeling stressed today. We're still working on cleaning up from Mugen. Just kind of deep cleaning the place. We got to get everything, the extra inventory we have in the back, out and restocked. Thomas worked hard on that today. Because in order for us to start reordering to fill any gaps that happened, we just have a lot of work to do. So anyway, that work already started. Although we took Tuesday and Wednesday off.
First off, I have to thank Bob for basically picking trash in the whole place while I slept in Monday morning.
Yeah, we were so exhausted on Monday I couldn't do it. And my loving father, he was out picking trash while we were laying in bed.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Thanks,
usually Bob. Monday morning we get up and first thing we're out there as a family picking all the trash, and Dad beat us to it. He is really supportive, and thank you, Dad. I love you. So Dad handled it. If he's not on tonight, he's in big trouble though. David says, had a great time at Mugen Challenge. I was even lucky to get my mains in. Oh, that's awesome, David. We got 7 mains in. I guess we never really finished, but Saturday ran super smooth. We only had 2 rounds, but Ezra and Thomas did an amazing job on the mic, and it was the smoothest heat day, I think, in the history of LCRC.
It was pretty good.
They did a fantastic job, and the racers did a fantastic job of showing up and doing the right thing. Zach says Bob's the real MVP. Yes, he is. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, he is.
We started. We started at 7:54:56, and we finished at 10:19.
Yeah.
So less than a 14 and a half hour day to run 2 6-minute qualifying rounds at 41 heats apiece.
Yeah.
So we ran 82 heats, 82 6-minute heats.
The boys rocked it. They did a great job.
Not to mention it was Sahara Desert dry, and we were taking all kinds of water breaks.
Yeah.
And midday it got that dry, we couldn't even hardly run the leaf blowers anymore. We had to just water, and
tough.
It's crazy.
Oh, we hadn't had rain here in so long. It was just absolutely crazy. Keith says, first time there, it was worth the trip from Connecticut. Thank you so much for everything. Missed the place already. The oval racing was sick. Yeah, thanks, Keith. Appreciate that.
Yeah, everybody likes the oval.
So then on Saturday, things ran smooth. Sunday morning, not so much. Woke up and I hope I didn't click the wrong person the last time.
We got up. Christa was in the store, working in her office.
Actually, not true.
No?
So we woke up at 5:15, I think.
Yeah.
Because racing was going to start at 6,
Oh,
and I had to have the
right.
camera up and running. So I got up and went over to. I got up, I got dressed or whatever. I had to run to. I was running a little bit of double duty on Sunday because I had to run to church and help them with some video stuff as well. So I got up and I tried to be presentable enough that I could go into a church setting and not look ridiculous. So literally getting ready to walk out of the house and the rain starts. So I stood there at the doorway.
Cars were literally on the track. The last thing I remember hearing Thomas say was, so drivers, did you ever think you'd be racing toy cars on a Sunday morning before 6 a.m.? And no rain would have came. The start tone for the first main would have happened at 5:58 or something. And when I told Thomas to get him off the track, I looked at my watch and it was literally 6:00, and it was raining.
So I stopped, turned around, put more clothes on, got my boots on, and came downstairs. Kevin looked at me and he was just like, it's like, here we go, babe. This is what we do best. And
But we got a dump trailer full of kiln dried stuff without 2Bs in it this time.
Thank God.
Ahead of time.
Yeah.
Thinking that, the whole preventative maintenance, if you have it ahead, you won't really need it,
We needed it. So then yeah, David's not lying. It literally started at 5:59. That's so true.
Oh, yeah, Harvey was one of the e-buggy A-main guys that was out there to marshal.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous. So then, as soon
Good
as
karma
it
for
stopped, we were out there and we were getting ready, putting the sawdust out, doing everything we could. So much for my good hair day, I'll tell you that right now.
I just felt like I was in slow motion. It was awful. I was so deflated.
It was slow motion though. There was a lot of water that came down in a very short amount of time, so it was slow motion. Usually we're able to dry up that track faster than we did. I'm telling you, both Shane and I were trying to squeegee that one section of the track off, and usually it would have taken us like 15 minutes. We were out there for so long, and we could not get it to dry up. It was just really tough.
Well, that stems back to the night we put the pipe down and we got that shower, and
The silt.
no, it's over there by the drain, by the old Daytona area, and I didn't have the drain cut right, and it laked up 2 big places.
Well, there was just some wear marks in the track from use, and it was puddling up in that area. I don't think there was anything you could have done different there.
No,
It just
originally if I would have had the grade a little bit better, I'm not saying that wouldn't have got a puddle, but anyway, doesn't matter.
Anyway, so we got it all dry. I took off to go handle my responsibilities. I was literally walking out to come back, and in McAllisterville, right down the road, 5 minutes less, it was monsooning. When Adeline and I walked to the car, our ankles were underwater. I was like, pull in here, and it didn't look so bad, which I was shocked. No, I was shocked. So
How about when I met you in the parking lot?
Well,
How shocked were you then?
It was coming down more, but you guys hadn't got the monsoon, so I thought maybe everything's going to be okay. So we decided to sit on it for an hour because it was one of those days where it was going to be hit or miss. It was either going to be hard on us or it was going to miss us, and it was hard on us. It missed us enough to be able to do podium and get everybody out of here, and then it monsooned for hours. I mean, a couple of the boys were hanging out, and they were like, okay, definitely made the right call. Because you guys would not have been able to get out of the pits.
Oh yeah,
With
it was
the rain.
it was that ugly.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So,
Yeah.
Keith says it was pouring. You guys were champs, so thank you. I don't always love having the cheering section while I'm working on the track. I don't always think they get my best side, but that's one thing. If you're not on the track while you're working, you don't realize like people line the whole track while there's people on the track doing work. It can make you feel a little pressure.
I have no idea what you mean.
A little pressure. David says, I was there because I was race 6 and 7. Oh, so you made it. Yeah. It did rain a lot. Yeah, it did. Tim says, I'll be there. It's a big deal for me because my mom died of cancer. I'm so sorry, Tim. And my son was thought to be cancer when he was in junior and high school. So we spent his junior year in and out of the cancer center in Rochester, New York, testing. And long story short, it wasn't cancer, but it was something else. So I'm glad to hear that, but I am sorry about your mom. Like Kevin said, his dad too. So it's near and dear to our heart.
Yeah.
Steven says we need to start a fund to get a roof over the track.
Nope, not happening.
Brent Densford from BHRC always said it best. He was like, you could have a roof, this place could be under roof, and you guys would do a great job, but there's something extra that is added by the way it is outside.
For sure.
That's true.
Yep.
The weather adds to everything. Every part of it.
Yep.
Honey,
I have things.
Let's talk about the things.
So, I want to talk about a couple products. 50/50 oval. Well, actually, there's some oval and off-road stuff. I also want to talk about.
Kevin agrees. Besides the swear net. What's that?
I also want to talk about September 3rd, which is the upcoming oval race.
Yeah. So our next race on this facility is September 3rd. It's an oval race.
Yes, and for those of you who were here at the last oval race in August, meaning August 6th,
Yep.
the grip was off the hook. We were, some of us were shredding tires, some of us weren't. I kind of liked it as a racer. It was a little overachieving as what I wanted for a track guy.
Yep.
Long story short, we are going to use, hear me out, the same process, but with less additive. So we should get that happy medium.
And we're gonna dig in deeper and do it
Yes,
deeper too.
yes. We're gonna till a little more. We're gonna try and put the additive on to the till before we run it in and get it a little deeper instead of having it be skinned over the top.
So let it be no secret, you need stiffer tires than you needed at the beginning of the year. Is stiffer the right word? Harder? I like
It's I know it's hump day, but no, sorry. Anyway,
you have a
so we're looking at. I'm gonna say similar conditions as far as like you're most likely gonna be running slicks or ghosts. You're gonna be running blues, aqua, silvers. If the sun goes down, this is a day
it's
race.
Day race, which is so much better.
Yeah.
I don't like night races. I'm telling you right now, I'll fight you next year over night races. We're not doing night races. Mama says.
Yeah, but that's what they want.
I don't care. They want Mama to be happy.
You have to start racing oval then. I will work on this. Anyway, so long story short, I'm using this new drag. I'm going to try and prepare the surface as well or better than we had the last time. Getting this, the treatment in it more than on it.
Yep.
And we're going to lessen the mix a little bit. So should make all the things better. Doing the best we can.
Ed said, thanks for signing up as a sponsor for Leicester's race. That's right. And that's where you're headed next.
That's next on my list, Ed. So building up for our oval race next weekend, obviously.
Is it next weekend?
Yeah. So I try to tell you the other night. So
I don't have
we have this weekend off, which I'm going to Leicester's to race. Then next week I have to build the oval because we oval race next Saturday. And then, oh wait, that's right. We have to already have the off-road tour apart because next weekend's the only free weekend. Oh wait, that's right. We're already out of free weekends because that's Labor Day weekend and the first of the fair. And Kevin has to go work for Uncle Harry at the fair all week, off and on. And then Tuscarora 50 weekend, so no Cody, no Dale. Oh wait, do you know what's the weekend after the Tuscarora 50? I do. Cancer 8th. Yeah. Crap. Hi, September.
Awesome.
Bye, September. Wow. Anyway, she'll get over it, trust me. So.
Rob says that night races rock. It does rock, but
Yeah.
you don't understand.
Tim's just happy hump day, Christa. Yeah. She knew all that. She just was choosing not to.
Hey, somebody asked before, and I missed it because you kept talking. And they were asking what they were making those oval cars out of, the 8-scale ones.
So we're all using MBX 7s
Yeah.
because Mugen never made an 8 GT car, and we steal the body mounts and bumpers off the 7 GT car for on the.
Which we keep in stock.
We
so
do. It's
if you're not,
E2413, E2414, and E2415 are the 3 part numbers that you need to convert.
I have all
an
3 in
MBX
stock.
7?
I just looked at them. The MBX 7s are hard to find, though.
Comes and goes.
Yeah.
And you can use an electric car or nitro car. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously for me, challenge weekend, it's mostly nitro, but on a weekly, not weekly, but on our oval
Schedule.
schedule that we run, we actually have more 8-scale electric cars than we do nitro.
Yeah.
But
Come join the fun.
yeah,
You don't know what you're missing until
it's
you
pretty
try.
cool.
Joe Bornhorst literally said in the back, he was like, I wonder if I can talk my wife into moving closer so that we can come over racing. These guys are ridiculous.
They are ridiculous.
No, it does not have to be an MBX7.
Yeah, no.
You can do whatever you want. It's just 8 scale, late model. So it's an 8 scale.
There's rules on our website. I've had guys take, like Hot Bodies makes a GT car or something that the boys were stealing parts off of to make the Hot Bodies cars work. Toby made Toby and Red both actually made Techno cars work with the Mugen GT parts.
Yeah.
I have had Mugen guys convert MBX 8s.
Yeah.
You can make the conversion parts work. It just takes a little ingenuity.
Yeah.
So
It's easiest with the 7. Keith says X-Ray has a GT car. Listen, as long as it's an 8 scale and you can get the...
well, Tim, that's a good question.
I was going to visit that later because Tim was asking Kevin if it was going to be a new layout for Cancer.
Tell him the whole story.
Well, where everyone says yes.
Everyone says
keeping the layout.
No. We always put
Kevin
in a new
says
layout for
no.
the Cancer race.
Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Cody says no.
We'll update you next Wednesday.
Pipe's coming off. Track's getting chased.
When is Pipe coming off? You haven't
This
discussed
weekend.
this.
Probably Sunday night.
Copy.
Sorry, it's fact. Okay, products.
Couple things we want to tell you we got
Some
back.
some that slipped through the cracks this weekend, but we do have them in stock. Piston rod and sleeves for 80, 1, 2, and 3. Not broken in. It is $199. Piston rod and sleeve assembly.
Mm-hmm.
And oil bath broken in by Drake, which is $249.99. Both in stock. I think if you just search like Drake engine on our website, that stuff will,
LCRC Raceway.com.
yeah, that stuff will pop up. So we have both those in stock. Also, this week we got our very popular foam roller, foam buster, 3-wheel jiggy back in stock. Grateful to have that. It's been a really good seller. Obviously, we use the crap out of it.
When you're looking for those on the website, the keywords are foam buster.
Yeah.
But it's also under foam roller, full break. But foam buster, it makes it come up easiest.
So those have been out of stock for a couple weeks. We got those back. Next.
Now, this is the question. I wonder if Jeff's watching.
Yeah, but Jeff wants something different.
Oh, sorry.
So we've had the 1120 Trinity Red Rotor, the long one, in stock off and on. We now have the 1120 Red Rotor in the certified version actually in stock and not just in my box in the back. Anyway, we have some of both. If you're looking for the latest, greatest.
As a reminder, on the website,
Kool-Aid.
new things that come in stock are right on the top of the website. We make a collection that you can click on and just see the shipments that came in that week. Dominic said he had a great time. First time at LCRC. You guys made the right call on Sunday. Thank you very much. I heard so many people thank us for making that call when we made the call that they were able to make it home safe before the weather started. I appreciate you all saying that. It's so hard to make the call to cancel. You don't want to upset anyone that's spent their hard-earned money here. So I really appreciate all of you taking the time to say
For sure.
that means a lot.
Tim, yes. Sore subject. Yes.
Do you sell the racing headsets? Are they in stock? We do sell them. I think I may be out of stock, though. Kevin's going to double check for us. We are out of stock of them. I am going to write them on the list as we speak.
Sorry, we literally don't make a dime on them things because they're so expensive. We just sell them for what we pay for them, and I always forget to reorder them. But yes, we will have them back in stock.
Hey guys, in the comments, Dan Meyer says 8-scale oval tires. Got anything in stock? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said it. I thought you were talking to 8-scale oval racers. I didn't read the tires part. Anyway, got anything in stock for use on the new track surface?
No, but to be fair, I haven't worked this week yet. Give me.
It's on the list.
It is, and I have a bunch of the SCM Banditos on back order, and if I remember right, they were due the first digits of September, which
What
I
are
don't.
those headsets called?
Ear Tech.
Ear Tech, yeah.
We will. Dan, call the shop tomorrow, and I'll let you know.
We'll hook you up, buddy.
Actually, they're on our hot list for first thing in the morning. And if I can't get the SCM4 Banditos or C3 Banditos, I don't know if you guys noticed, the Concepts is working on a new tire that Drake was running. We won't have those anymore this summer, but I assure you that by next spring, the oval tire shortage will be
Better.
Yeah.
Thanks, J Concepts.
Yeah.
Hey, honey, guess what time it is? Bed time. 9 p.m. Steve says, thanks for the hard work on the track. Good call on the weather. It should have been a bad situation if everyone was trying to get out all at one time. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh.
See you all soon for the cancer race. Can't wait to have you back.
So, recap real quick. Life schedule. Going to work really hard on checking on some reorders for some of these. We have some J Concepts tires in stock, actually more than we've had in recent past.
Yeah.
We are missing a few of the key ones, like I know green reflexes are out. So I'm gonna hammer down on that. I'm gonna work really hard on trying to prepare for this oval gig, making sure I get some tires in stock for that. Prep the track for the oval third oval race, which is next up for us. And honestly, I'm going to take some time to work on my own sprint car because I'm going to Leicester's this coming Saturday for their big extravaganza race, whatever they call it. They've got some giveaway stuff going on. I know we've donated some stuff as well as a bunch of others. I believe pits open at noon, track practice starts at 2, racing at 4. So if you want to come hang out with me and AJ, Mama's going doing Girl Scout stuff, and AJ and I are going to Leicester's after nap time as soon as the shop closes and she gets up and we're out.
One last note, I just want to thank all of you that came to Mugen Challenge and honestly all of you that just continue to support us and make this dream possible and make it worthwhile, all the work that we put into it. I know we took a couple days off. It was really what our heart needed, and I'm feeling good. Took our little kid to see her kindergarten classroom today, and I'm telling you, the fact that you guys make this life possible for us, I appreciate you very much. So, yes, it was a new record for entries. Y'all can't keep me with all these comments. Good night.
Night, y'all.